Tim Souza from ClassyCooking.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook a chorizo and habanero cornbread. And that's cornbread with some cheese, some chorizo sausage, and habaneros added. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is take 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, don't get the two confused, baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And just mix those together. Make sure they're well combined here. These are going to be the dry ingredients for the cornbread. Okay. Now, set that aside for a moment. And in the other bowl, you want to mix together 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of oil, and then stir those together well. Okay. Now you've got those combined, we'll bring back the flour mixture and pour the liquid ingredients in. And just combine those well. You want to make sure everything's well combined. You don't have any dry patches of the flour or cornmeal. Okay. Now that should do it for that part of it. Now there are some other ingredients you add to just make it something more than just regular. First of all, you want to add a 1/4 pound of chorizo. Now, there's 2 types of chorizo. There's Spanish chorizo, which is usually cooked and it's a more firm chorizo. And then there's the Mexican chorizo, which is uncooked. It comes in this plastic casing. It's really soft. So what I've done is I've taken 4 ounces of it out of the casing and I've fried it up for a couple of minutes to cook it, and then drained the fat out of it. I'm just going to go ahead and add that in. Get that in there. Okay. Now you also want 1 to 3 habanero peppers, depending on how big they are. These are kind of small. And one good precaution when handling hot peppers, wear rubber gloves. Okay. Now, come here, I want to show you something about hot peppers, habaneros or others. So you got all these seeds in there and membrane. That's what produces a lot of the heat. So you want to remove the seeds and as much of the membrane as possible if you don't want it too hot. So just take those out, and I'll go ahead and chop this up. Okay, and you want to finely chop this so you don't get a big huge bite of habanero. These are very hot peppers. Much hotter than a jalapeno. Okay. So I'll just throw that into the mix. And these other 2 that I've already chopped up. Okay, then you want to add 1 cup of cheese, shredded. You can use Monterey Jack, or as I'm using here, you can use cheddar. So just mix all this in. Oh, smelling good already. Okay. Now we've got that all mixed up. And I've got a square baking pan. You can use 8 by 8 inches or 9 by 9. And I've lightly greased this with just, spread a little bit of butter or Crisco shortening on the pan on the bottoms and the sides, and then just pour the batter in. And smooth that out a little bit. Okay. Now I preheated my oven to 425 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and put this in. And we're going to let that cook for about 25 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes, and we're going to check the cornbread, see if it's done. Okay, take a toothpick. Yeah, that looks good. So we're going to go ahead and take it out. And it's a nice golden brown color. And then just let it cool normally, but I'm hungry, so I'm just going to cut this up and have a piece of it. Okay. Now you notice the pieces of chorizo and habanero in there. And this just looks good. I'm going to take a bite. Some good cornbread. Goes great with chili or by itself. This is Tim Souza for ClassyCooking.com, and I'll see you next time.